Hello and welcome to the Fedora Files. I am Gregory Fedora. This is the first episode of the Fedora Files, so I wanted to bring on Trey Beret, my producer slash image consultant who's helping me. And Trey, thank you for being here.
Great to be here. I'm excited for this new opportunity we're going to have together.
Exactly. Yes, I am too. Like, you're helping me because most people may know me from doing the cryptozoological studies, the different videos and documentaries that I've done and been a part of, searching for creatures all over the world. And you came to me and were like, Gregory, you should go talk with real people about like the human cryptos out there, the people that aren't quite here, that they've broken out of the box. And
I thought it would be a great opportunity. I thought you had the right experience to get out there and show everybody the new world, kind of.
yeah, and it is fascinating. Like they're like, even you are a fascinating individual, and I might have to bring you back on to tell your story. Um,
Possibly.
yeah, and you were friends with well, maybe not friends, but it was my
Acquaintances.
yeah, we have a mutual acquaintance. Well, he's a friend of mine, an acquaintance of yours, Chip Stetson, and you were trying to helping him and his because he's does ghost hunting and stuff, and you were helping him. You kind of were like jump on with Gregory and stuff, and you know,
Absolutely. No, Chip, he was a great guy. I mean, very unique and interesting as well. But going through all his editing and his footage, it was amazing seeing the real life out there.
yeah, I mean he is an interesting cat, as are you.
I agree.
So
We all are, right?
yeah, oh yeah. Hopefully the people we're bringing on are interesting. You've helped me meet a lot of or introduced me to some pretty interesting individuals that we're going to have on the show.
That's the goal. That's the goal,
Yes,
is just to get you to meet some different people. You can talk to them and understand about what they do in life.
yeah, and that's really what we're trying to do here is like really get people to see that don't pigeonhole yourself so much. Like a lot of people just, they go to college, they get that 9 to 5 job, and that's all they do. They don't experience anything else out there. And
Absolutely.
the people you've brought into my life are people who kind of like, though they may have that 9 to 5, there's more to them, and that's not what defines them. And I think that's what's fascinating. Even you, like producer extraordinaire, there's more to you than just that. You're multifaceted.
Well, I think that's the point of this. I think the coolest thing about this is you're getting out there and you're talking to normal people that have something different that people don't even know about until you actually interview them. And it's going to be great finding more people. We've only found a few right now, but we're going to
Yeah,
find more and more. And we're just going to open up everyone's horizon, see interesting things about normal people.
yeah, exactly. And that may help open the eyes of those people. Be like, you know what, I can do something more than what I'm doing, and
Absolutely.
and push themselves beyond what they are now. And I think that's the whole why we're here anyway on this planet, is to, I don't think it's just to do one thing, it's to do multiple things. And I think people need to open their eyes and get past the walls that they build up on themselves, you know.
Everybody has hidden talents. Everyone has hidden talents until you bring it out of them and you
Now
just
what
want to bring it
what
out.
is your hidden talent?
You
Or
know,
are you not ready to expose that yet?
it's not that I have a hidden talent. I just like to do everything. I love my cars. I love my
Yes.
cars. I love always being the attention getter. So
Yes.
the goal is always for me to stand out in the crowd.
Well, I want to ask you about your cars, because you do have an eclectic collection. What is one car that maybe you don't own it anymore? Because I know you've purchased some and then you've sold some. And what is one car that you've owned that was like, this is an amazing car. I'm so glad I finally got it in my,
You know,
or it
I've
may
had
not necessarily be a car. I know you have motorcycles as well.
no,
So, whatever.
absolutely no. I have different stuff, and it's throughout the years I've been collecting, at least for 20 some years. I would definitely say the 1940 Chrysler Windsor, because it takes me back to the Dick Tracy, and it takes me back to that movie and the gangsters and them standing out and shooting everybody out of the windows. I love that old fashioned look, and
Oh,
everything back
yes.
in the day was built better. Everything back then. And
Oh,
so,
definitely.
unfortunately, I got rid of it to get something different. But my still prized possession that I'm trying to find is the Batmobile, 1966. Got to have the
Oh, nice.
Batmobile.
Oh, yes, and then you have to get the whole costume and drive around.
Absolutely, I'll be
I will.
Batman, and then you'll be Robin.
Is it
We'll
if you
put you in the Robin.
get that vehicle, I will dress as Robin. Like not even the cool Robin now, the one in the green diaper.
Well, and that's the thing. I have to have the diaper as well. So you will have to take off that hat though.
Oh,
So,
yeah, look at that. Yeah, I'll take off that. I'll go
but
full Robin.
we're still looking. The ones I find just aren't the right fits for me yet. So you
Okay.
got to have the right one.
Okay. Now, besides that vehicle, what is one vehicle that you would love to say you've owned and driven?
That I would love to say that I've owned.
Yes.
I,
That maybe you haven't owned yet, that you have your eye on one, but I know the
I,
Batmobile,
I'm
but
I'm still old fashioned, so I kind of like the Viper. I like
Mhm.
that Viper. I know people don't like it that much, and they're going to the new Corvettes. I don't need the Ferraris or
Mhm.
anything like that. I like that old school Viper, 1995 maybe, T
Oh,
top.
nice.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
that would be a fun one that's in reach, but I'm out of garage space. I'm out of garage space.
you're gonna have to buy land and just build a garage.
Well, when this takes off, maybe we can do that.
Yeah, definitely. And then you could be like a Jay Leno and have like 1,000 cars.
I have reached out to many people to do a car show and produce the car show, but I just haven't found the right person yet to fit the bill because you want someone that doesn't just have the normal cars, you want the extravagant, exotic cars as well. And
Yeah,
just I can't find that right person yet.
yeah.
Come on board.
The unique cars. You don't
Mm-hmm.
want just like because I find those fascinating as well. It's not necessarily the I guess it would be the what are they the cars that they're the one offs where it's I'm not even thinking the right word where
Like a concept car,
yeah the
something different
concept
like that.
cars yeah
Yes.
like the people who get those I love those.
Oh, absolutely. And see, one of the ones that I've had a long time ago was called a Pulse Autocycle. It was a motorcycle turned in to look like an airplane to drive like a car that was legal on the streets. They only
Oh wow.
made 300 some of them. It took me a while to find one, and I bought it, drove it around, took it to car shows, and you would think that I was driving a plane on a normal road.
Oh wow.
It was an intention getter,
Yeah, yeah.
absolutely.
Oh yeah, it probably blew a lot of people's minds when you drove
It
by.
did. The people freaked out because they thought an airplane landed because it truly looked like an airplane. Unfortunately, there were mechanical problems with it because it was on a motorcycle chassis,
Oh
so it would
yes.
overheat. So it had to go out of the collection so I could get something different.
Yeah. And what did you get with that? What was the different thing?
That would be I got two actually. I got a Janus motorcycle, which
Hmm.
is a big new Kickstarter company a few years ago that I was interested in. And I also got a Prowler, a
Oh
1990
nice.
99 Prowler that just something fun that I could rely on. I didn't have
Yes.
to worry about it. Turnkey. I like those kind of cars.
Yeah. Well, the Prowler's but there again, it's another attention getter. It's
Oh, absolutely.
yeah, when some
Everything's an attention getter. Uh, the only attention getter I feel or that I have that isn't an attention getter would be just my everyday car, just
Mhm.
SUV blacked out, so people
Yeah.
don't see who I am when I'm driving through town.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you don't want all the accolades of people
No,
jumping at you all
absolutely. I
the
mean,
time. Some
it's fun, but sometimes they bog you down. They
yeah,
bog you down.
you need your privacy. Yes.
Absolutely.
And see right here, we've kind of given it a taste of what the show's about, where we delve into something like you're interested in cars, and we delve into that more. And
Absolutely.
that's where I'm hoping the show goes, this podcast, where we dive in and we get to know individuals and find out more about the things they love. Because like when you talk to somebody about something they love and something that they're passionate about, it's far more interesting than to say like politics. I know some people are passionate about politics, but if that's your only dimension, you need to get out more. Find,
Absolutely.
you know,
You want that ghost hunter. You want that person that you have no clue is flying drones at night through haunted houses or anything
yes,
like that. You want to find that person that you would look at every single day and have
yeah,
no clue that they did that
yeah,
at nighttime.
yeah, exactly. David in accounting, he's actually a spelunker. Stuff like that. It's
Exactly. Exactly.
everyone has that one thing that they do that others aren't necessarily doing, and that's what we want to find.
Yeah,
Those are
absolutely.
they are the Bigfoots among us that, that we're trying to find that are out there.
Well, and you still need your 9 to 5 job to pay your bills, but
Yeah,
then when you find that passion, you just follow it and you go with it. Sometimes it takes off,
yeah.
sometimes it doesn't, and you just use it as a hobby.
Yeah, exactly. And it'd be fun to find some of those people who took that passion and turned it into their ultimate life, and
Hmm.
they're getting paid for it. Like even those would I'd love to meet some of those. I know they're out there. I've talked to them and then some of them have agreed to come on and tell us how they took that love and that passion and turned it into their reality.
Oh, absolutely. Some of the
So
people that we have looked into, it's going to be an amazing story that you're going to get to tell with them and to learn about things that you wouldn't even know that they did in the past or
yeah,
right now in the
exactly.
future.
Oh, exactly. And so I really thank you that you took time because I know you're busy. You've got lots of clients. I'm not your only one.
Hey, but you're
So
my number one client. You remember that.
exactly, and that's what I tell all your other clients that I am their number one. They don't seem to like to hear that, but I don't care. You know.
Hey, it's all right. I
Yeah.
always have time for you.
Yes. Well, thank you, Trey Beret, for coming on and being with me. And for those of you watching, please stop by again. Every Wednesday, we're going to have a new show on the Fedora Files. And the next one, episode 2, I can tell you what it is. I'm going to just give you a hint. Now, I'm not going to probably give you hints in the other episodes, but next week, we're going to be talking to Christopher Battles, who is a Marine Corps combat artist. And we're going to talk about how he took his love of art and being a Marine and brought it together, and he does this for a living. And it's actually a fascinating story. The guy, like, he's been in some crazy situations and he was making art. So it'll be good. And again, thank you, Trey, for being here with me. And
I look forward to the journey with you, my good
uh,
man.
as do I. And we're gonna have to bring you on again because I know there's more to you than cars and helping me produce this. So
And maybe we can all meet in the same studio, and we won't have to
yeah.
do it over Zoom as much.
Yeah, well, maybe we'll get together. Maybe we'll do it over a beer or a fancy drink. I know you're a fancy drink
I'm a
person.
fancy drink. I like
Yes,
I like my girly drinks, you know.
exactly. And that's fine. Everybody has their thing, and I drink mead, so, whatever. So, but for those of you
Pleasure.
out there, thank you for stopping by. And as always, stay safe and keep searching.